Oh shit! So yeah, I'm back. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you'd like to, links are below. I've actually been a little sick, flu or whatnot. I don't know what I ended up getting. So I didn't feel it was fair to you guys to produce any content while I'm sniffling and having to blow my nose and all kinds of other shit. So to do a quick introductory video, welcome to Motivated Results. Today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing for you guys. I teased this a little bit on my Twitter about receiving a package, and so I thought I would open it here with you guys. So let's go check it out. Excuse the mess, by the way. Alright, here's the box if you're curious. Any guesses before I open this bad boy up? Alright, let's open this bad boy up. No skills with this. That could have looked a lot better. Oh, hitting the camera. Hold on. Yep, no skills whatsoever. Alright. Boom! This is all my shenanigans. Don't want to reveal anything. Anyways. So if you guys aren't aware of what this is essentially an Inzer lever belt. These are probably popular. You've probably seen other YouTubers talk about this. This is essentially a belt for supporting your back and core, actually your full core, when you're doing things like deadlifts, squats, stuff like that. Now, why did I pick up the belt? I don't know if I've talked about this much. I don't deadlift much. I never did. I did it back when I was in high school. I wasn't a big fan of it. I could never really get the technique down. Get away, box. But now I feel like I need to really focus on it. So I'm going to be getting back into it. This is shipping junk. If you're curious, these are the directions from Inzer that come with the belt. But anyways, I'll let you guys read those while I talk. So I'm going to get eventually back into it. I haven't really done it in years, and by years I mean probably a good 5 years at least. So technique and everything has to be brushed up. I know I had a subscriber or a viewer comment about wanting proper deadlift technique. I'm going to be learning along with you, so definitely tell you and let you know of any tips that I figure out along the way. Keep hitting the camera. But this will support me. Another reason I got the belt is I'm going to start getting a little bit more focused on going heavier on my squats. And quite frankly, the way I look at weightlifting, fitness in general, is that I enjoy pushing myself. I enjoy going through hitting my personal bests and plateaus and all that stuff. The only thing you do have to consider is the fact that if you get injured, and if it's a bad injury, it's not even worth it. I mean, if any injury, it's not worth it. So I want to really focusing on proper technique, but with that, I also wanted to be safe. So this is, if you're curious, is actually the 10 millimeter. The thickness actually the millimeters 10 or 13 refer to the thickness of the belt. I don't plan to be doing any record setting, so I didn't feel like I needed 13. This is probably overkill in my mind, but I thought I'd go with the better product right off top. That way I don't have to look into purchasing something else later on. If you're curious how this works, essentially you have your lever, which I'm sure if you're into the fitness game, you've seen these already. And the backing plate. If you've ever done a roll cage, it's essentially the same situation with this backing plate. You just put it in the back. You essentially grab this bad boy. You put it wherever you want, depending on your waist and all that shenanigans. You put the backing plate in the back, and you put the screws in through it, bolts in. So let's see if I can do this real quick for you guys, just loosely, so you get the idea. But anyways, to give you a little bit more background on this, so the idea behind this is that I'm going to start deadlifting. Once again, I haven't done it in years. And I'm going to start squatting a little heavier, which I haven't really been squatting too heavy, to be honest with you. I've been focusing more on power through my squats, making sure that I have a good follow through, good explosion up. I haven't really been focusing on the weight. But another reason I also wanted to get this belt is because I also want to focus on proper technique, but also one thing that I've really wanted to, freaking having a hard time without a screwdriver, One thing I really wanted to make sure is that I have no injuries in the future, and I did feel some discomfort, some tightness after lower back days when I'm doing bent over rows, especially because the weight is essentially, decent amount of weight, but you're also putting your balance point off kilter, and it really does put a lot of stress on your lower back when you're bending over, and essentially you have the weight pulling down, and your lower back has to do so much of the work to stay stabilized. But anyways, makeshift, put it on so you just so you get the idea, and then tighten down, and essentially you put it on, and what this does is that these, from what you can see, hook on to the actual belt, and then locks in. So that's kind of the way it goes. You get the idea. The Inzer lever belt. So what ends up happening is that I'll break this in because this is quite stiff. I'll break this in a little bit and give you guys an update later on what I think about the belt, whether it's worth it, whether you should drop the cash on something like this, because this isn't the most inexpensive belt. Essentially, you're looking at, for the 10 millimeter, you're looking at about $97 shipped, give or take. If you want the 13 millimeter, you're looking a little bit more. So you're looking at something, a couple bucks over 100 shipped. So they do come in different colors. This took about 2.5 weeks to arrive, just if you're curious on ordering it, and black supposedly is the easiest. But I enjoy black, I like black. I actually would have gone probably with black anyways, so screw it. So that is the lever belt. Cleaning it up here. But yeah, essentially, you look at through the holes and it is, I don't know if you guys could tell, but that's straight up just leather all the way through. So questions, comments, let me know, guys. I'll give you guys a review once I've used this for a couple weeks, just like everything else. Just like supplement reviews or anything like that. But essentially, questions, comments, let me know. Thanks again for watching, guys.